Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? That's what you're wondering. Well, we're on one of the main car parks just to the rear of Bar Street. And it's quite a nice place to park because it's very open and you've got lots of little cut-throughs. But we're going to take you to Bar Street. But before we do, I'd like to introduce you to the most beautiful woman in the world. And of course, her name is Miss Ochin Krasivia Lobov.
Hello, everybody. How nice to see you again and again.
Shall we go for a walk?
We shall.
We shall, we shall. Come on, Receiver Booth. Let's take you with us from this main car park, and along the way we're going to show you one or two little specialities. We've got Paphos Supermarket coming up over here. Now, if you've been to Paphos before, you may have heard of Pop Life. You may have even popped into Pop Life. But if you haven't, it's a very, very good little supermarket. It started off like as electrical shops, and then slowly but surely it's morphed into a pure supermarket, although they do sell the old electrical appliance. And of course there's lots and lots of little treats in there, like cans of Coke, cans of Pepsi, even Pepsi Max, perhaps if your name is Lady Andrea. So we are going to literally join the road, I'm losing my English now, the road that joins us to the middle section of Bar Street. As we understand, the top section of Bar Street is a little bit run down, but the lower section is still functionality absolutely perfect. Lots of dancing, lots of prancing, and of course an awful lot of drinking. And that street is waiting especially for you.
I have never actually seen the gravy.
Well, it's not gravy, it's a graveyard, Grisivula Booth.
No, it is a gravy. There is people grave.
Well, there's people grave there. That's the term they use in Russia, by the way. Not making fun of those people, but it's not a graveyard, it's a graveyard. And that's just across to the car park. So, this is the linking road that's going to join us right up in the middle of Bar Street. And whether you're aware of it or not, Bar Street is a functioning road, but there are rumours afoot that by next year it will be closed, certainly through the summer season, and be only pedestrian only, which is a damn good idea, because alcohol and cars and late nights don't really mix that well. Pop Life, the supermarket, is on the left hand side. Then you've got a mini market coming up, and then there's a bit of a restaurant taverna, which, so we're told, is very, very good and very, very reasonably priced. And of course in the evenings it comes to life, as does Bar Street. So get ready for it. Get ready to feast your eyes and digest the beauty and the spectacality, and all the music's going to be kicking off on Bar Street, especially for you, very, very soon. Indeed. Here we go. Here's a Gumbara with his hand hanging out the window. You never know, perhaps we'll rip it off for him. There we are. Put your seatbelt on, young man. Otherwise, you may not live to see another day. Receiving?
Mr. Well, even I get laughed when you're talking things like that. What you wanted his roof to rip off?
Well, he's a very, very clever man indeed. No seatbelt, arm hanging out,
no.
adjusting his flip-flops.
Well, I have seen many people hang. Actually, I understood now. They worked a lot with their arms and legs. So at least the leg is working to push the pedals. The arm is having a rest.
It's having a rest.
When he comes home, this arm is already resting.
There we are, see? Very, very clever young man indeed. Although, when he hits that windscreen, when he has to brake too hard, he won't be feeling so clever. Here we are, we've arrived at the point of our destination. That is the Bubble Wobbles Cocktail and Music Bar. And as you can see, the music is starting to ramp up. And if you want a little bit of a bite to eat, next door to it is Out of Africa and Out of Africa, which is doubled in size. But of course, across the road is this little place again that has doubled in size. And guess what? They're owned by the same chappie. And it really, really is one of the best takeaways in the world. Let's have a word with Mr. Christoludos. How are you doing? You all right?
Oh, you good?
Yasu, are you going to be busy tonight?
Every night.
Every single night. Busy, busy, busy. I think you literally feed off the Flair's bar, don't you?
Yeah.
They have a few drinks and then they come and eat together. See you a bit later. What are you eating? What is it?
Passion fruit.
Passion fruit.
Sex fruit.
Sex fruit. There we are. Mr. Chris is a clever, clever man indeed. Now, talking about clever people, look at that. There he is. Charlie is in town and he's hanging on for his dear life, and he's thinking, I'll have a little taste of this. There we are. Ow! Charlie, 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 Charlie. Naughty, naughty little boy. There he is. The superstar known as Mr. Charlie the Parrot. And here he is in downtown Cyprus.
Charlie, Charlie and his little round eyes going, and he said, "Oh."
Let's have a little chat with him. There he is again, Charlie the superstar on the downtown Kato Paphos bar street. And if you pop your finger in, he'll nibble it especially for you. Ow! Ow! Ow, Mr. Charlie. There he is.
Charlie, little dog, beautiful. Charlie, you've got beautiful eyes like Mr. Paul.
He's a star, a true star on the downtown Kato Paphos bar street area. So if you're looking for a special parrot, get yourself along. And if you want a bit of karaoke, well, it could be time to come to the Bubble Wobbles karaoke bar. But of course it doesn't open up until most of us are tucked up in our beds. But then, guess what? It kicks off all the way till 4:30 in the morning. And there it is, proof in itself. Look at that. It's going to kick off especially for you and stay open until 4:30 in the morning. List and list of songs. And of course there's plenty of alcohol and some special deals waiting there, especially for you. There's the Flares Bar. That's the busiest, that's the biggest bar in the world, certainly in downtown Kato Paphos. And if your name is Lady Sally Briers and you've got a man in your life called Sir Matt, that is where that special proposal will be coming. And there's the big sign at the end that says, "We love Flares." Possibly the greatest bar in the world. Let's have a quick word with the most beautiful woman in the world and see what she's got to say.
Well, if you look on the top of the Flares, there is somebody living there. Tell me please, who would love to live above the bar, which is so busy you cannot throw an apple or the needle in between these people when they are gathering together.
In other words, what she's saying is it's a very busy bar indeed, and there are people living upstairs. One assumes they either get free shots or very cheap rent. We are on downtown Kato Paphos bar street. There's a nice little church over there on the right hand side, so if you want to repent your sins before you commit them, or perhaps after you've committed them, that could be that special place for you. The Red Lion Bar, that's coming up next, and of course if you come back here that little bit later, these places will be packed to the rafters. And this is the main entrance here to the VIP club, which is where you are taken underground, and that stays fully functional until around about 6 a.m. in the morning. So if you want to party the night away, there's somewhere in downtown Kato Paphos waiting especially for you. We're coming to one of the main events, and of course this is the Robin Hood pub. There it is. It's getting ready to open up, and it's going to open up very soon and serve some great drinks. It's a great atmosphere in here, by the way. Lots of locals coming here, lots of expats and tourists alike, and it really is a great place to spend that couple of hours before you go up to Flares. There's Gracilia the Booth again. Let's follow her rear end and let's get that big goodbye. This is Bar Street, which is finished off with the Alcyon International Cuisine restaurant, possibly one of the best restaurants in downtown Paphos. Just over there you've got the Demokritos restaurant. Let's go and have a word with the boss, because there he is sitting on a wall and he's waiting especially for us. There he is, the little Gumbaru #1. He's always a very friendly little cat indeed. Go and say Yasu, Receiver the Booth. There he is.
God, look at this.
This is the little chap that always hangs out by
he
the
likes to give you
Demokritos.
the head when it's like our Blondie. When you come to him closer, then he starts to stand with his two arms. What he wanted to.
Well, I think he wants to be not annoyed. He's waiting for his din-dins, shall we say. There he is, he's back again. So on that note, I'm going to say thanks for watching, and of course if you do like what you see, hit the like, click that subscribe, and perhaps come back for a little bit more of our complete and utter madness. And if you want to keep the channel afloat, well, you know what you do. Hunt us down in Google. Buy me a coffee. That's the totally safe and secure platform. So buy me a coffee, Marika and me, and you can choose to treat us to that hot latte and an Americano coffee. That's for sure. You can also choose to become one of our superstar members, and we'd like to thank the latest members, of course, Lady Victoria and of course Sir Martin. Welcome to the club. You can also help us out on the little platform known as YouTube itself, hunt us down and find the thanks button and make that magic contribution to the channel. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again very, very soon, somewhere on the downtown Kato Paphos Harbour Promenade area.
I think he is in love with me and I'm in love with him. I've rarely seen such a lovely colored, colorful doggy, no catty, pussycat. And I would like to tell you that he's enjoying my cuddle or two, my
Stroking, Received.
And I'm
She's
enjoying
stroking him to
his
death.
Nice fur.
And his nice
by the way,
fur.
I would like to say as well, many, many thanks. Thank you very much for being with us. Me and this lovely boss. He is a boss, by the way, because he's sitting right in the entrance to count how many people are we having tonight for a dinner, how much money are we going to earn tonight, you know. He's very interested cat in all these very important things. And if you stay with us, oh my God, and if you see another, yes, Mr. Richard, of our madnesses, you'll see more and more lovely cats, kittens, dogs and puppies.
Yes, indeed. So this is the boss at the Democritus restaurant, and he's greeting his patrons as they arrive. And I've no doubt he'll be asking for a little tip on the way out. Thanks for watching, and of course, if you do like what you see, hit the like, click that subscribe, and perhaps come back for a little bit more about our complete and utter madness. Thanks for watching.